Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using The Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For support of Oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen, and there's her last name. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay. Excuse me. The nose is just not my friend today. Gratitude with the Ace of Pentacles coming into the situation. There's a situation that's causing a lot of effort. It feels like this is how it all started. It needed a lot of work. It had to have a lot of work done to it. It was going to be worth it. You just got to get involved. But I'm also seeing like somebody guilting you into something. This card is like showing up a lot today. The guilt card with the facade. Somebody guilted you into helping them is what I'm getting. Somebody guilted you into doing something. But you believed it. In the sense of like whatever they were guilting you into, you're like, yeah, I guess I should do that. Yeah, I can make that better. Yeah, that's a good idea. But they played you. I don't mean to say that, but it's facade with guilt. Like somebody like really poured it on really thick. And you're like, yeah, I do care. I do. It means a lot to me. It means, somebody really pulled on your heartstrings. And you're like, it needs to happen. I'm going to do it. Yeah, I guess I should. I just feel like they pulled you right in by messing with you a little bit. Like they pulled on your heartstrings like really hard. And you're like, well, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to fix it. And you got involved in this, like, I'm going to get involved and I'm going to stay involved. But you had when I've seen gratitude, I'm seeing like you cared a lot. Like this person, not everybody could pull this on you. This person had your heartstrings and they knew it. And they meant a lot to you and they do mean a lot to you. So that's why. Like somebody just off the street couldn't do this to you. My nose is not my friend today. Okay. So, this situation, I feel like you get involved, somebody kind of pulls on your heartstrings to get involved, and you start really fixing it. You start making some big changes, some very positive changes. You got expansion on your side, but I feel like you're working with other people and you're like, all right, we need to fix this. Let's do it. I'm going to do this. No, I said I was going to do it. I wasn't kidding. I'm going to do it. Here we go. This isn't right. That doesn't work out right. Let's change it this way. All right, I see 3 people doing this one job. I don't think that's necessary. Let's take some of this and move this over there. You do this, I'll do this. Okay, that'll be fine. And you're making a lot of changes, but you're not. It's not like you're setting out to make changes. You're just kind of like, as you're coming across things that need to be done, you're like, well, that's not working out right. We need to change that. And you're just kind of reorganizing things. Reorganizing? You're moving things around. You have to. Through the reorganizing, you're just kind of like, well, that doesn't make sense. And this doesn't work right. And you're fixing it. You're fixing a lot of stuff. Expansion for me, when I'm feeling this, you're going to start with me now? Really? Sorry, that's the dog playing with the cat toy. If you watch the water ones, the other readings I've done earlier before this, the cat was messing with me. So I guess they're just trading off. The dog has decided she's gonna mess with me now. Expansion. I feel like you're working with other people and you're improving things. Like that's another way expansion can happen, by improving. Branching out, moving things around, things are improving, things are getting better. So, you're greatly improving the whole situation. The thing is, whoever guilted you into helping this, or guilted you into being a part of this, they were a part of the problem. I don't know exactly how that's hitting, it's a general read, but they had some ownership to the problem itself. They were part of what was perpetuating it as a problem. And when you go through and fix things and clean house a little bit here, I don't see you calling this person out in any sense. But when you straighten things up and put them in order and put them where they should be, it's kind of taking away some excuses for this other person. And they got to kind of come together and do what they're supposed to do. Ace of Cups is telling me, I don't think you're having any type of conflict with this person. It's just when you put it in order, they just do what they're supposed to do because they feel like if they don't, it really puts a spotlight on them for being the actual problem. They don't want that. So you're not forcing them, but they feel forced to do the right thing. You're not forcing anybody to do anything, but they feel forced because everything else has been cleaned up and put in perspective. And they're like, well, I don't want to look like the jerk, so they feel forced for that reason. Ace of Cups, though, this is a good thing. This is not bad. Now their responsibilities have gone back up to where they should be. And it's time for this other person who guilted you into this situation to begin with, which I think this is hilarious, because it's just desserts. They guilted you into doing this stuff. They guilted you into getting involved, and I think they thought possibly you were going to do more of it for them, or that just they wouldn't have to do what they were supposed to or something. But now they have to uphold their responsibilities, and now they're having to pull up their bootstraps and like get in there and do what needs to get done, like they probably should have to begin with. The situation I feel like shouldn't have been this bad to start with. Whatever you're getting in here and you fixed, because you do seem to have fixed a lot, they create a lot of this discord is what I'm still getting. And I feel like when you come in and you straighten it out, they're like, well, they do what they're supposed to do. Now you got involved with this with the Ace of Pentacles. You're like, well, I'm not getting involved just for now. I'm going to stay involved. This other person realizes that's the energy you said, and you're upholding to that. You said, no, I'm in it to win it. I'm staying. So this is how it is from now on. So this energy, what I'm saying about this or why we're bringing this in is like, this is why they're adhering to their responsibilities and it's not just a temporary thing because they feel like you're not going anywhere. So this is just what they have to do from now on. As long as you're there, they have to do what they're supposed to do because they just don't want to seem like they're the problem, even though I feel like for a lot of them, they were the problem. Now, as things keep going forward, this person seems to really get up to par. Their attributes, their talents are coming forward. They seem to be really snapping into focus and doing what they're supposed to do. I'm getting the Seven of Cups, kind of like they have a lot of ideas of like other things they want to do, other ways they can contribute. Other ways they can contribute is what I'm really getting with the Seven of Cups for them. And all these possibilities are coming forward with different ways they can contribute. This seems to make things really good. Passion, this situation's going up another level. This person's doing what they should do. It's going to be at this point where you're kind of like looking at the situation like it's going really well, and you start to question, like, why wasn't it like this to begin with? Like, it seems so good anyway. Like, what was the real problem before? And I feel like you're kind of looking at the situation, kind of questioning it, like, why did it get out of balance the way it was anyway? Like, how did that happen? You're also realizing that, like, you make a good team with this person, and you and them together seem to make this work out very well. I feel like this is one of those things where you're looking at this like you in combination with them do very well, and I think like you're right, because the Seven of Cups on their side is like they have a lot of ideas, a lot of new ways to contribute. Things seem to be really going up a level. I do feel like this is a good thing for this situation. The way you got into it with the guilt, I wouldn't say that was, I don't really see guilt as a positive thing personally, but the outcome, it did work out very well, and it seems like the longer you're involved, the better this goes. I do feel like the reason you got involved may not be the best, but where it ended up, and I'm getting perfection with you, a lot of fulfillment for you. You seem to be very happy getting what you want out of the situation. I feel positive about this card. I don't know if it's supposed to be, but what I'm feeling is perfection. When I'm feeling this, it doesn't feel bad. It feels kind of like things are going so much better the fact that we're working together, the fact that I am involved with this, it feels good. It feels positive. I don't see it as a bad energy. Because I don't know if it's supposed to be in this deck or not. I don't use the books like that, so I don't know what the author intended for this card, but I feel good with it with this reading. So I feel like this is going very, very well. This is saying your connection to this, you're figuring it out, you're just handling this very well. I feel like, though, that what they do want to also say, realize that this person that's really a great connection now, they have a lot of damage in their wake. They caused a lot of problems. So if you're noticing people around them not really very impressed with them, just realize where that comes from, just so you have more of an honest standing, like why other people may not like this person as much as you do. You get along great with them, and you see the attributes and the positive outcome that's coming from them, but realize that this situation went out of focus and was a mess pretty much because of them. Just as long as you acknowledge it to yourself and you're aware of it, I think it'll make more sense why other people maybe aren't over the moon about this person, and I feel like you can roll with it a lot better. Alright, I think that's it. I'm going to shut that down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.